Hello, my name is Walter Burien. I've been a victim of government corruption that has been extensive and pervasive for a period of 15 years. It all started back in Prescott, Arizona in 1994, proceeded through the Yavapai Superior Court to the Maricopa County Superior Court, and I currently live in St. John's, Arizona. What I have seen take place through these courts, and also I know is the standard from across the country, you effectively have a political structure operating within the judiciary and the legal system that is designed to generate money. There's nothing that has to do with law or justice anymore. It has to do with massive amounts of revenue being generated for the court systems, the legal system, the jail systems. And my specialty is collective government funds, income, investments, and so forth. I operate a little website called CAFR1.com. That's been my primary work for the last 14 years. And looking just strictly at the judicial and legal and jail and prison system, collectively, from all of the local venues around the country, you're standing at gross income of about $2.7 trillion a year collectively, from judicial, legal involvement, the prison systems, the entire structure within the courts. The system is designed for profit. I've done multiple radio shows, close to 500 over the last 10 years, regarding my specific work on the Comprehensive Annual Financial Report and government's collective investment income. In half of those shows, I always mentioned, I said, when it comes down to crime, breakup of the family, and drug addiction in this country, you have to look at how much money that generates for your city, your county, and your state. It's trillions of dollars collectively annually. And if all of a sudden crime, breakup of the family, and drug addiction went down to nil, there goes $1 trillion a year marketplace. They micromanage their own levels of crime, breakup of the family, and drug addiction in this country. They perpetuate the same. It's very, very profitable for them to do so. And many are involved. You have a group of attorneys dotting the I's and crossing the T's, creating truckloads of cash rolling in for all parties involved. On the prison systems, if every prison they get filled, gives them a projected income to build 10 more. They build 10 more, gives them projected income, when filled, to build another 100 more. It's big money. And no matter what angle you look at, there is no justice. Or as some people say, there's just us. You have an organized crime network bilking the population of hundreds of billions of dollars a year from crime, from breakup of the family, and from drug addiction. It's not right. It needs to stop. And corrective action in this arena is probably the most paramount thing the population needs to do. People are masterfully entertained watching their TV shows, not knowing the reality of what's taking place right in front of them every single day in the court system. There's more crimes committed in the court system than are committed on the streets. The honest and ethical within the court systems are brushed aside and ignored. The ones that become the power base are the ones that are cutting those little $100,000 million deals behind closed doors, dotting the I's, crossing the T's, building up their own personal wealth and empire from what they're doing. And most of the activity, there's a lot of criminal activity taking place, and the arrogance factor that builds up from within the judiciary and law enforcement and the politica of it is as extreme as it gets. And most of these judges and attorneys don't follow the law. It's like a little club networking behind closed doors. Who are we going to screw today? Who's got some money we can pinch? What fines can we levy and get away with? It's racketeering. Nothing more, nothing less. And until the public wakes up and sees the reality taking place in every venue across this country, travesty after travesty will be taking place. You have the syndicated media focusing on one little event after another little event to spoon-feed the population as to how bad things are and the need for the court systems, the need for justice. If you watch all those shows on TV, Judge Judy, Cops, Jail, 20 other shows of the same, they all have the same theme. They're conditioning the public. under one theme, and that is shut up, follow instructions, and do what you're told. It's the same theme from every one of those programs. And you'll find out if you check, most of those programs were sponsored by local government agencies, to give that impression. Big money, and most people don't have a clue as to how much money is being brought in the court system. Try sitting in your local court one day and watch all of the fines and fees. One after another, 1,000 here, 2,000 there, 500 here, 75 there. In a small little town, you'll probably sit there tabulating 25, 30,000, 40,000 for the day. It's big money. Big cities, we're talking millions being brought in and collected. When you talk about prison systems, billions being brought in. And the public wants to sit there watching, Barney and The Simpsons on TV and entertaining, planning their next SUV trip when lives are being destroyed. I mean, entire families being, in so many words, being raped by the judicial system, by the legal system, out of opportunity and greed. And in fact, the easiest marks in this society are the ones that are extorted from the most. So, someone gets involved in a crime or maybe dealing some drugs. Well, your fine is $5,000 and or $10,000 and pay it each month or we're going to throw you in jail. How do you think they're going to make the money? Dealing more drugs, committing more crimes? Who's racketeering, collecting the money? The court systems, the judicial, the attorneys, the social service programs. People need to look at the money being generated. As I mentioned, that's my specialty. I tabulated for local and federal, just simply from the court systems, the attorney complex, the prison systems, and the associated social services, $2.7 trillion a year as of about 2 years ago. It's the biggest industry in the country. And do people realize that? No, not at all. They think of the court systems, they think of Judge Judy, and the prison systems, they think of the movie Jail. It's big business, a lot of people, a lot of lives are being destroyed. And, this racketeering structure, their number one concern is to keep the public off in la-la land. Distracted, misguided, misinformed, so they can continue business as usual.